Man, what is this? G'day guys, welcome back to another video. No, it's not a soccer ball. This is a puzzle. It's like a Rubik's Cube, just like a lot more round. Rubik's Sphere, maybe? This looks extremely intimidating and maybe really hard. It's actually not. This is a very puzzle, and it's just called an icosahedron. Well, it's not even really an icosahedron. I don't know why it's called that. It's probably because of, I guess, like, these are somewhat triangles. Basically, what happens is these circles spin, just like this, around these axes, and then, once it's in a spot like this, you can spin the next one just like that. And I guess the idea is to mix it up and then solve it, which should actually be pretty easy because all you do is just use commutators. If you don't know what a commutator is, essentially it just moves 2 or 3 pieces around and like swaps them around together. It's essentially how you solve Rubik's Cube blindfolded, but that's a different story. This isn't going to be any sort of tutorial, but I just wanted to show off this really cool puzzle that I've had for quite a while, but I haven't really known what to do with. So it looks really cool. It's actually one of my favorite looking puzzles in my whole collection. But the thing is, it's really not that hard. You might have seen a cube called a Ready Minx, which is, I actually don't have one in my collection, but it's a relatively easy puzzle. It's based off the Ready Cube, which is essentially just a corner turning cube that switches around the edge pieces. And the Ready Minx does pretty much the exact same thing. And this, well, is a Ready Minx. It's just not a dodecahedral shape like one of these puzzles. It's a sphere. It's a ball and rolls, which, you know, makes it pretty tempting to kick. But I'm not about to play soccer with this, don't worry. Pretty sure it'd shatter into a million pieces. Anyway, so I'm going to do like a basic solve. I'll essentially just walk through it, but it's really interesting, and you might actually learn something for solving for other puzzles. Okay, so this thing doesn't really turn that well, like, at all. Everything really locks up and you kind of have to use 2 fingers to sort of move stuff around. Anyway, there's no problem with that. We're just gonna get started. So first thing I normally like to do is make a bit of a cross, I guess you could call it, sort of like this, where the pieces are here. So these are the 5 rings that are around the white or silver, I guess in this case, center. And obviously we want to get all of the leaf pieces in. I'm going to refer to them as leaves because they're, you know, in the shape of a leaf. So we want to look for a leaf with half silver and half another color like this one. And we can essentially move these around the puzzle just like this, keeping our eye on these pieces just here. There's also a red one there, until it matches up with the color that we want the 2 leaves on. So here's the silver and blue, and we want to move this out of the way, connect these up like that. But this is actually flipped. So what we're going to do, we're going to connect it a different way. We're going to move it around this face, all the way around, as you can see, like this. And then before we do that, we'll sort of connect it in the opposite direction. So instead of connecting it over here, we connect it over here, and that'll flip the whole thing, and there you go. Which will actually, it's actually kind of wrong. So this one wasn't in the right spot. So there we go, we've got that. Where's that red one? This one's quite easy. You can move this over here and connect that. This one will go in correctly, so over here, just like so. And then we'll sort of finish the rest of the colors. Boom, and there we have it. So as you can see, the whole white face is done, and we've got some of the other faces as well. So what I like to do is sort of just move around and see what we can do next. So I'm liking this blue and red, which can go just here nicely like that. And we'll probably do either blue or red. I'm thinking red's a good start. Now the problem with this puzzle is that there's actually 2 different reds. There's a red center here, and then there's also like a darker center up here, which you can't even really tell that they're different colors, but when they're right next to each other, just like this, you can definitely tell. So it's a bit annoying to do, but some of them look quite similar. Alright, red side done, still got the white. Might move on to yellow because this one seems to be almost done. Yellow done, and we've got those 3 now. Let's go green. green done, and move on to purple now. And then there's blue done as well, so we've got this whole side done. So now we just have to get the other side. Easy, right? I'm gonna start with this darker green color, so it looks distinctive. Okay, there's green. All right, so we got gold, brown, and now we have one more circle. As you can see, the whole thing's done, except for these three, which is kind of where it comes in, the fact that it looks hard, then you figure out that it's actually pretty easy, and then it kind of gets hard again, because the last couple of bits, it's not necessarily parity, but it's like, what do you do? Because this one is meant to go in this position here, but how do you rotate this? So it's a bit of trial and error, and I haven't really figured it out yet, but essentially all I do is I do something that is a bit weird. So I swap these ones over by moving this all the way across, switch this up, and put it in its correct spot, just like that, and that kind of solves it. But then we've got the issue of these ones not being solved. So I fix what I can, just like so. And as you can see, that kind of made this 1, 2, 3 not on the same circle, which is a step forward. So next we want to put this one back over here. So we're going to move this one here and then swap these. So just like this. And then we've got 4 of them now, which this isn't great. Essentially what I would do, pull this one up. Nah, because that connects there. I need to figure out a way to get this one here. Put this down, bring this back, put that one in, and there we go. So then we just have 2 left. So as you can see, all those ones just got fixed, and we just have these 2, put them up here, switch them over, and then put them back. So we kind of go like this. So put this one up here, like that, and then put that. So hard to turn. This way, this way, this way. And as you can see, if I fix that, then it gives us a 3 cycle, which I can just simply, if this turns, what do you think? There we go, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that solves the whole thing. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you thought this was a pretty cool puzzle, because that's one of my favorites in my collection. And let me know if you reckon you'd be able to figure that out, because there's not really any tutorials online about this sort of stuff. You kind of just have to use your intuition and puzzle knowledge from other puzzles that I've had in the past, which obviously I have quite a few. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.